We had a sort of design intent when we started out of trying to design a net zero and net zero energy and net zero water house. And we didn't achieve those goals, but we made great strides towards that.
So we have two solar systems on the roof. At the back of the house, we have a solar thermal system that makes hot water. And at the front of the house is a solar PV system that makes electricity. We designed the house for a passive solar orientation, so it's oriented east and west with large south-facing windows that you see there, and then smaller openings on the front and back of the house, and then very few windows on the north side of the house. We did that to take advantage of passive solar heat, so in the winter sunlight will come in. We got a earthen floor that actually acts as a thermal mass that will store some of that solar energy. And then in the summer, the eaves of the house protect and shade the house to keep the heat out. And actually we're going to add a trellis system here for the lower windows, which will probably grow grapes on to shade the lower windows on the south side of the house. Vernacular architecture are buildings that were designed by native people who understood their local climate and local building materials, and were able to design their buildings looking at the sun conditions, looking at water restrictions, and have it be a much lighter touch on the land than most homes in particular now.
This is our water because it's special, or because it's rainwater. We have a rainwater system that filters all our water before we drink it and use it.
Today is a typical gray, drizzly May day in Portland. We've had a stretch of a nice weather about a week or so we were making lots of hot water and lots of electricity and draining the tanks down a little bit, so this little bit of rain is nice for it to fill back up. I just checked and we've got about 6,000 gallons in there right now, so it's about 75-80% full. The last couple of summers we've actually made it through about August before having to switch over to city water, so we're only on city water about 6 weeks a year or so. We're using about 100 to 120 gallons a day, and so for a typical family of 4, that's about half of what they would use, and that's through just conservation. So we've got low flow aerators, we've got dual flush toilets, and so there's a lot you can do on the conservation side first, and then you can supplement it with the harvested rainwater.
This neighborhood is called the Ainsworth Collective, and we often call it an accidental intentional community because it kind of seems like a whole bunch of like-minded, sustainability-oriented folks settled in this area. One of the trade-offs is, even though we could take public transportation from here, it's not super easy, and it's certainly not super efficient when we've got a busy family of 4. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think that, from a landscaping standpoint and from a building standpoint, there's a lot of lessons that could be learned from our property. But I mean, Craig's the system guy on the house. I'm kind of the system person in the yard. We definitely are trying to think in whole systems, and in the yard we've got a mixture of wildlife and native plantings as well as food, and trying to intersperse. And the next project after chickens, I want to get bees so that we can have some pollinators as well. So we have plenty of pollen. I see bees all the time, and hummingbirds, but really doing that even more intentionally. So, I mean, and that's one of the things too that thinking of being in place, trying to get to the point where we have more and more of our food produced here on site, and that's a slow process, but we're getting there. So.